Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the first episode of Violet Evergarden. So, this is an anime from a studio called Kyoto Animation. You probably haven't heard of them because they are kind of an obscure studio, but they have made quite a few shows that I've really enjoyed, so I'm personally a big fan of them. So that was a big part of the reason why I decided to check this one out. And it seems interesting. From the PV, it seems to have some really good animation and art and everything. You know, those things that people like in anime. So, yeah, hopefully it's good. I know that a lot of people are, like, super hyped for this. I'm not one of those people, so, don't expect that, but definitely caught my interest, so more than enough to check it out, so let's jump into it. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. And I believe that's our protagonist, Violet Evergarden. From his back? That's impressive. It reminds you of Hoseki no Kune. Well, maybe that's just me. Yeah, I believe the story is that she used to be like a weapon in a war, but the war ended, so now she works at a postal office. Something to that effect. Yeah, definitely seems a bit injured. Oh, wow. Yeah, hospital food's the worst. I think it's a bit early for that. Might want to just stay there and rest and not fall out of bed. Well, hopefully it gets to him. It just might, actually. But yeah, a lot of old school technology. But definitely very beautiful, like, no question about that. That was pretty good zoom out to the title card. uh, Double meaning. Yeah, kind of like, ooh, jeez. Yeah, you just gotta make sure real quick that the doll's not actually bleeding. What did I say about flying out of the bed? Yeah, you can tell this is KyoAni from the, the art and animation and everything. I get the feeling you probably shouldn't. Change the subject quick. Yeah, literally, in this case. Violet-chan. Yes. I was writing a letter till the wind took it. I mean, anything's worth a shot, I guess. But yeah, she really is gorgeous. Especially like the blue eyes. But yeah, the question's not getting let go. Doesn't really answer the question, though. Well, I guess that's good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Days as a Weapon is over. The one from the flashback? Yeah. Well, unless you have a good idea where it is, it's kind of pointless. Or buy you a new one that looks similar. One of the two. Yeah, I'd bet. Oh, stuffed animals. Doesn't really strike me as a type that would like stuffed animals, but... yeah, I figured. That escalated quickly. Gotta inspect it thoroughly. I mean, she had to make a choice. Why not? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You're not supposed to eat it. I mean, I guess it is like a dog, though. A dog-eat-dog world. And more war flashbacks. That was probably the last time she saw him, too. But at least she's still alive. Not a lot of places she could be. That's quite a word there. Capital of something. Yes, the Evergarden family. Well, who wouldn't? I'd agree to take her in. In fact, it's a small room, but if you want to, come by. She seems nice enough. And I think I saw Mina and Belda in the background. Yeah, very military. That's a nice teacup. It's not poison, I assure you. Man, you could see the concern just well up on her face in that scene. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, that is good. Not sure what to say. You know, a couple centuries ago. I was just gonna bite her hand. That would have been funny, but this is not a comedy anime, so that wouldn't happen. I do like how he calls her Violet-chan. Even though that's not obviously not expressed in the subs, but whatever. I'm not sure I agree with that logic, but... Not that you're a replacement or anything. What did I just say? Yeah. Of course, I'm sure her new life will take some getting used to say the least. It's a very nice place, though, and, you know, Miss Evergarden seems nice enough. Well, don't act like it's putting you in a home or something. I mean, I guess it's kind of similar, but... Yeah, the war is over. I was about to say, there's no real need to fight without the war. Though I have to admit, it would really suck to just kind of lose your purpose in life all of a sudden. And expect it to adjust to a new one. But yeah, there's no need for that. That stuffed animal's still there. Of course you did. Okay. Yeah, that was the implication from the whole boss thing. Seems like she has some very nice ladies working for him. She'll fit right in. Yeah, back to the writing. Hey, you did pretty good. Pretty well. I see. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but you should be able to make it work. You have your words, he has his. Benedict, a very trustworthy name. I like how she stopped herself partway from her salute and switched to the bow. She looks no younger than you do, buddy. I don't know if there's ever going to be any romance in this, but if there was going to be a romantic interest, that would probably be with him. Right in front of me, right now. Yes, thank you for listening. I was half joking, but she really did that. Just a bit. But it's kind of cute in its own way. No. Yeah, I got this. Don't worry. It's just so old school. Did she take her bandage off? Because I can see the scratch there. Man, that looks like such a boring job. I can't blame her for not wanting to do it. Yeah, I was about to say, she's military, so I'm sure she can handle this. Reason to get out. Meet new people. And do not attack them. This is not a military operation. Yeah, I think you might, yeah. She's making deliveries. Like she was told to. You really should be more specific with her. It's like her first day, you can give her a bit of a break. If you can. I do quite like Violet, though. How old is she exactly? Yeah, like common sense. It usually is. And naturally a flame in the shot. I love you, Violet. I just want to hug her, if I'm being honest. For a variety of reasons. And then get a new employee. Wow, what a thing to call someone. Ah, so that's what you meant, okay. Yes. That blush. Now I'm curious. And I can't let that stand. Ooh, we are going up in technology at typewriter. Always following his back. Wow, it's actually giving me a little bit of chills. Oh, damn. I kind of almost want a prequel now. Yes. Whew. She also seems nice. This guy. My name is the name of the anime. How do you not know me? Well, yeah, that makes sense. So, what is love, basically, is what she wants to know. So that's what she didn't finish saying earlier. I assume you'll understand before the series is over. Well, he told her to live free, so that's part of that is making decisions of what she wants to do. And this is the first thing she decided for herself so far. Yeah. And I'd be more than happy to teach her. Gee, yeah, there's no way that's gonna work. And we finally see the end of it. A fitting title. So, that was the first episode of Violet Evergarden. And it was a very good first episode. Of course, the art and animation were fantastic. I didn't want to, repeat myself over and over again throughout the episodes, but there were plenty of examples where I thought that. So, definitely did not disappoint on that front. And the series basically started, if you don't count the flashback, with Violet in the hospital. She and Gilbert both obviously got very injured during the war. And she was hospitalized, and they never directly said, I don't think, but it was very heavily implied that Gilbert died. And that whole scene where she was asking about where he was, that was pretty hard to watch. They just kept that going. But she was very injured. She has a new arm, which I think she got recently, and having trouble getting used to that, riding for practice and everything. Which I guess it was a little bit foreshadowing the whole post-Slavis thing later in the episode. But Huggins did show up, and he's the one that's kind of helping her out, because on Gilbert's behalf, because Gilbert is clearly the one that cared about her the most. He told her, "I love you," as we found out near the end. And he wanted her to be taken care of after the war, so Hawkins is kind of taking care of that. He brought her to the Evergarden family for them to be her guardian and everything. And she, drank tea, got tea all over her bandages. But luckily it was a metal arm, so it didn't really hurt or anything. I think this was like adamantite, which is really cool. I wouldn't mind having a robot arm, though I'm sure there would be pros and cons to that. I do quite like Violet. She clearly has some common sense issues, but not like to an over-the-top extent. It's just she's always been very military-minded, not really done much outside of that, I get the impression, judging by some of the things people say to her and the nicknames she has, like Gilbert's dog, which that was a cute scene too, and she picked the puppy and she was just like eating it. Probably not the best thing to eat. One of the last things Gilbert said to Violet before they separated was to live on, be free, and all that, and she finally did make a decision for herself to be one of the memory dolls. I don't remember their exact name, auto memoir doll, because she apparently wants to know what love is, since that is also one of the last things Gilbert said to her. So that's an opportunity for her to, connect to people, to learn more. So for someone lacking common sense, that's actually a pretty good idea. Honestly, probably the best thing she could do. The way she went to go make deliveries at night and everything, just because What's-His-Face didn't wasn't overly specific with telling her what to do. And of course her lack of breaks, which you should take breaks even if you don't need them. It's for the best all around, really. I was quite impressed with the first episode, and I'll definitely be continuing with it, so. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.